Hello everybody and welcome back to our survival world. We last episode built the ultra long tunnel through this mountain behind me, over my head there. But today is going to be a bit different because kind of a big project planned for today. And yeah, as I said in the last episode, we are going to build a tavern today, which I planned in creative, and it's kind of humongous. So yeah, we have to kind of gather a lot of materials we don't have yet. So that's gonna be fun. And I want to place the tavern somewhere on this hill here. But the main thing is that I planned this tavern in creative and used quite a few decorative anvils. And without them, the build doesn't look really nice. So I thought, why not build a iron farm first, so that we have a stable source of iron and we don't have to run through these mountains here and grab everything we can get, because I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a bit tedious. Yeah, why not build a farm when we can have a farm for that? And yeah, I guess we have to build this farm over the mountain here, I guess, so yeah, that we don't have it in the face all the time. And also, I'm gonna use a bit of copper in the building, and I want a first stage of copper, so that means we have to wax this. And that means we have to build a little bee farm, so we are going to build that here. And the third resource are some dead brain coral blocks, which look really great with some stones and other stuff together. But that's, of course, a thing you can only find in a coral reef biome. Oh yeah, we have to find a coral reef biome, and I think we found one already, but yeah, I don't remember where it was, so yeah, we have to find one, and I'm gonna sleep here really quick because it's getting dark. Anyways, that's pretty much our plan for today. Of course, we are going, after we build all those farms and have gathered some materials, we of course will build the tavern today, which is quite a huge undertaking in itself. It's kind of double the size of the starter house or something. This kind of ballpark. Yeah, it's gonna be a big one, and I'm probably going to do some voiceovers in this episode, which is not really typical for this series, I know, but yeah, here I am in the voiceover. But before we start building any farms, I wanted to fill this blank spot between all those buildings here with a humongous wheat field. So here's a little time lapse for you all, and little Coolmanium will build a field now. Yay! Holy damn, that took a while. That's certainly a big field here. And I'm not done yet, because I still want to have some random hay bales in here and some sunflowers, which are gonna stick out when this is fully grown. I think it would look really nice. And maybe also some other two tall flowers. Let's do that. And then we can move on to all the farms. Anywho, let's get started. There we go. The field is finally done. Oh, I wonder how it will look when it's fully grown up. But yeah, it's finally done, and this area has finally a purpose. I didn't really know what to put here, so I just spammed the field here. Always works. Yeah, and now we can move on to the stuff we actually need to do. I think behind me here, just beneath our little mending villager cottage, is kind of a nice spot for a bee farm, I think. We could just make a little hut here for our bee farm. Build it kind of in the mountain so that the redstone bits can go into the mountain and we don't have to worry about being too big. So yeah, I think just making a little hut here for our bee farm would look pretty nice. So yeah, let's see if we can find some bees somewhere, and yeah, just build a little bee farm. Suppose we need also some redstone components, so I have to see if we have those. But yeah, let's just first of all look for bees. I don't know if we have any in the storage room, so let's quickly check that. Nope, we don't have any beehives whatsoever. That's gonna be fun. So let's look for some bees. What do I spy with my little eye? It's a bee nest in the sky. What? Okay, 5 bee nests acquired. And home we go. Yoo-hoo! I guess we can start building a farm, and I'm just gonna do the classic design with some comparators. Which reminds me, we have to get some nether quartz, if I'm not mistaken, unless we have some. Well, we have some actually, so that shouldn't be a problem. And let's hope we have enough. Yeah, we have definitely enough redstone, so that shouldn't be a problem either. So I guess we can just start building the farm now. I just going to get all the materials together and start building the thing next to our little librarian shack over there. So that should be looking really nice, nestled over there in the mountain. Well, as you can see, I made a bee farm and it's somewhat working, but yeah, now I have to wait that the bees will go inside again. Because the farm is working, but I'm pretty much trapped in here. I will see you once I get out of here. No. No. Let's just sleep real quick, right? Now we have to just get a whole bunch of shears and put them in here, but I'm pretty much out of iron, which marks our next task, which is building an iron farm over this hill here. But before we built the iron farm, we of course had to give the bees who escaped a home. So I built them a quick little beehive, lured them in, and then of course we had to prettify this farm we just built. So next we are going to build a little shack around this farm. Bink bonk badabab boom bimp. Okay, the house is now pretty much done. I just added a little overhang here and some more decorations with some slabs and trapdoors, and I added the wooden beam here. And yeah, I wanted to hang a lantern down here, but we don't have any iron. That means it's time for an iron farm, and I don't think we are going to decorate this one in this episode, because that's going to be quite a big build. So, yeah, that's a thing. We won't be doing this episode. But I hope we get it up and running. So, yeah, I guess we just have to start building this now. And the most fun part about this is going to be moving villagers. But before we can even think about villagers, we still have to get some iron from the mountains, because for building an iron farm, we need iron. Who would have thought? Let's put our horse here and sort our inventory. And of course, we have to get some more potatoes, because as you can see, no potatoes in my inventory, which is pretty much a horrible thing. Okay, we have some potatoes. Some more are smelting down in the smoker here. So that should be fine once we get back from getting some iron. And I'm gonna go up the mountain and get ourselves a whole bunch of iron. First iron. Holy, that's a big vein of... What the heck? Holy moly. That was a big old vein of iron. And it still keeps going. Holy. Okay, we have over a stack now. That was quick. Yeah, there's so many, so much iron here. So I guess I'm gonna dip now. Because we don't really need more iron right now. And if we ever need some raw iron, we can just come up here and farm a bunch of it. So yeah, let's go down and make a big old pillar. That might have been a stupid idea to build the pillar right next to the next to the cactus, but yeah, we have 3 stacks of iron ore, raw iron I should say. And now I can go over this hill and finally prepare our iron farm. I should probably just dig a small little tunnel through there. And as I said, we are going to decorate this somewhere in the future, because I don't really want to decorate it right now. We still have a whole tavern to build. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly make a tunnel through here. Yay. And I think somewhere over here should be our spawn chunks. So yeah, I'm just gonna real quick find out where our spawn chunks are and wow, Jesus, I haven't. Oh my goodness, didn't see that one coming. Oh man, another creeper hole in the landscape here. Speed landscaping with Coolmanium. Let's go, baby. And there we go. Finish that one up. And that's almost all of our iron done. So let's find spawn by following the compass. So 0, 0 is actually spawn, which is quite nice. So it seems like we are pretty much safe to put this farm wherever in every direction about 140 blocks. So what I want to do is put this into the village so I don't have to carry the villagers so far, but of course that could prove difficult if I'm not close enough, which seems to be kinda the case. Or we dig a hole because the iron farm is quite ugly. I think that's the best option we got, actually. So yeah, let's do that. I guess we are digging a hole now. Next, I secured the villagers in the village, which all seem to have a death wish because they just chilled all on edges over a high drop. So I hope I give them a better life while working in the iron farm, although they will be trapped there forever. Anyways, back to building the iron farm. Okay, I have the dimensions we have to dig out. We have to dig a hole which is 21 by 18 by 18. So we have a pretty big hole to dig. So I'm just gonna dig a big hole here so that we can build a iron farm here and then later build something on top of that, because I like building and it's not really a bad spot to have a nice house or something like that. So I think this will be a nice spot to have kind of like a little keep or something like that maybe in the future. So yeah, I'm gonna dig my hole and I see you when something interesting happens or if I'm done with this hole. Okay, everybody, we have a hole and the starts for an iron farm, but as you can see, it's not nearly done yet. So yeah, the main resource we need now is glass, actually, so that we can build this whole thing. So we need about half a stack of sand we can smelt. Okay, glass acquired. We can start building now, and I'm just gonna do a little time lapse, and then also I built this fun little dirt bridge over the valley here, because it's far easier to run over this than the mountainous terrain below. Yeah, I'm probably just going to take the villagers up here too, so they can't run anywhere, and yeah, I'm aware if they fall down they are dead, but that's why I'm just moving one villager at a time. Let's finish off this farm. Okay, there we have it. The farm is pretty much done now, but yeah, now comes the hard part of this farm. Getting the mobs in there. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Well, I don't need you, so die, please. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Okay, price is upwarded. Now we have a zombie. Actually two, but who cares? Okay, now that the iron farm is done, we can finally move on to build the tavern, which I promised at the start of the video. And yeah, for that we still need some materials, and yeah, most of all we need wood, because yeah, we don't have that much wood. We have like one stack of spruce and a half stack of oak, which will be the main building blocks, and then also we need a lot of dark oak for the roof. So yeah, I better get chopping some trees. Ooh, baby, that's a lot of iron. Yeah, we are pretty much done with wood chopping now. So now we have to grab all the iron in here. And then the last block, which is pretty hard to get, is dead brain coral, for which we have to find a coral reef. And I think we are going to do this now. So let's just find a little coral reef, but I think we already found one in the vicinity of the mesa we found, so I'm gonna go there because there are warm biomes anyway, so the probability of a coral reef being there are a bit higher. So yeah, let's go to a coral reef or find a coral reef, get some dead brain corals, grab our boat, and off we go. Yep. Here we go, we have a coral reef. Let's go. Horse is hitched up. Let's make some doors and go swimming. Okay, 1.5 stack should be enough for everything we need now. So while we're here, we can also get some terracotta because I don't want to go out here all the time. So okay, there we go. We have an inventory full with blocks now. And now we can ride home. Okay, everybody. We are ready to build. So put on your building hats. It's buildy time. So that means we are going to do a fine little time lapse. Hope you enjoy. Let's go. Okay, everybody, the house is pretty much done now, the tavern. And now we just have to do most of the interior. So the show kitchen, as I would like to call it, is done already. But everything else in this whole big house has no interior as yet. So we still have to do that. And of course, as you can see, I didn't do anything around this house yet, so we have to do some pathways and there's some outdoor decorations and all this stuff. So yeah, but for that I want to show you around a bit because yeah, doing it in one big chunk when it's fully done kind of long and boring, I guess. So let's do it now. And yeah, as you can see, we have kind of 3 layers going down here and then the tower at the end here, and I'm thinking I might put a tree at the end here because this kind of looks a bit unbalanced right now with all the heavy stuff being on this side. So I think a big old oak tree or something like that on this side, which just shapes like a crescent and has a nice big crown of leaves, would look pretty nice and would balance the whole build a bit more. Yeah, I might do that. Then we of course have the humongous chimney, which I tried to make a little kind of gradient, you could say, from a bit lighter, so normal deep slate and deep slate bricks, to blackstone, which I think makes kind of sense when there's all the smoke coming out of the top, that the top will be a bit more charred or something like that because of all the smoke coming through there. I know it kind of doesn't make sense because the smoke goes up through the chimney, so it shouldn't be that dark, but I think it looks kind of nice. And I got a shape. Yeah, and then of course we have these pistons. That's kind of the reason I wanted to build this house, because I saw a super cool kind of build on Pinterest, which used kind of these pistons from as a transition between the stone foundation and the wooden topper. Yeah, I wanted to implement this in some way in a house I built. That's the thing, I guess. And I think it fits really nice with the style we got going here. And then we of course have the big tower, and now you can see that the dead brain coral fits really nice with the tuff and the cobblestone as a nice transition here between those windowsills where the weather comes down and the water just runs down and leaves these kind of stains. I think look pretty nice. I stole those from beat-ups. And then we have, of course, this little balcony terrace thingy-mabob where the guests can sit and eat and drink and all the good stuff. And then we have the kitchen. We have the 2 smokers to cook here. We have a sink or a cauldron here for just washing stuff and I don't know. Then we have another cauldron here and lots of storage everywhere. And of course we have 2 kitchen utensils. So we have the spoon maybe, or just like a cradle or something like that. And then of course we have a kitchen knife. It's an iron sword, I know, but we don't have anything better. Then of course we have everywhere with all the plants you can eat. So some mushrooms here, then the propagule, which kind of look like some kind of bean plant or something like that. That's pretty much the whole build. And the only thing I wanted to show you back here is also a little overhang for some horses to put in. And yeah, we have to still put up some fence posts so that we can hitch them there. And yeah, that's pretty much the tavern. Our first build in this village transformation. And if you look at this valley, it's slowly but surely coming together with all the different things we built here. Yeah, of course, this is kind of the separation between the starter kind of houses and the village transformation, which probably will go on in the next episode. But yeah, let me do the interior now, and then we'll talk again. And I think I'm just going to do the outdoor decorations as well now. So let's do a little montage thingy mabob, and I'll see you right after. And I'm probably going to connect the path too. So yeah, let's go. What the hell? Damn, that's a lot of iron. Okay, everybody, the tavern is finally done. Now the only thing we need to do is to put some villagers in there, but I think that we'll do in the next episode because I don't want to breed villagers now and do all the villager thingies because this episode is already long enough, I think. So yeah, let me just show you the interior of this little tavern, which isn't that small at all. So yeah, and outside we have a wagon here, but I'm not really sold on the design yet, so that might change in the future. So yeah, and also in the kitchen here I changed it around so that we have a little bar counter kind of thingy with some tiny chairs here, and then we also have a seating area back here so that some people can sit inside when the weather is not that great outside. And then this is pretty much the same as I showed you earlier. And then if we come up here, we just have a little hallway kind of thingy with some storage. And then we can go out here on the balcony where we have some more seating, which I think looks quite nice. It's just an idyllic kind of restaurant or something like that. And also, of course, a inn, because yeah, we have some beds and a little wardrobe here. Of course there's nothing in there, but and then we have a little bit smaller room over here, and we have a wardrobe with a little barrel in there. Yeah, so just some little rooms you can book. Up the stairs is the biggest room which you can book, and also all the beds I used are white because I think this fits the kind of hotel-y vibe I'm going for. Because and then of course we have a lot of storage here. Kind of looks a bit messy, but I kind of like it also, so it gives a bit more of a cozy feel kind of. And also guests with which are a bit richer or have more money will also have more luggage, so they will have a bit more chests so that they can store all their goods maybe they want to sell, or yeah, maybe just their clothes and stuff. And then if we go through this hallway, which is also a bit decorated with some storage and some empty bookshelves, but where I want to put some books, but I don't have leather at the moment, so that will have to wait. And here we have a little writing room, a little office kind of thing for the inn owner, so that they can write down all the things which were booked and all the just finance stuff of the hotel, I think. Then over here we have a little living room for the hosts of this inn. So yeah, we have a double bed here, so two people can sleep here, and yeah, just a table with a little window. And this window I still have to remove because obviously there's a tree there. And then if we come down here, we have another little kitchen area. I think this one is just the back kitchen where you just prepare some kind of ingredients for the main kitchen, or just have all the bigger storage for the food. So I did put some crates around here, and yeah, I really like the different designs we got going here with the composter. And if we come outside, we have another little cauldron here, which is currently empty, but that's okay, I think. And then if we come through the overpass here, we have a little area for horses, so we can hitch up 3 horses here, and just a little feeding bucket. And then over here we have a little well, and of course we have a little retaining wall back here. And then we have, of course, a tree, but yeah, there's nothing really special about this. I tried to do something with the lighting here. So as you can see, I put some oak leaves and some birch leaves. This tree is mostly birch leaves, and then I have some oak leaves at the top on this side. So it seems like the light is coming from there or somewhere. The effect is somewhat noticeable, but it's kind of a bit too subtle, so you don't really notice it. Yeah, but I think the variation in color just makes it look more interesting, and also it balances the build a bit more, so that the tower on this side doesn't seem too overpowering with the tree here. We have kind of a nice balance between the two. So I think the tree is a pretty nice addition to this build, and it also makes it look way more whimsical. And I think in the next episode we're also going to build a field or something like here, because I think if you come down this pathway here, this would look really well with a really nice field. Maybe I'll do a flower field, or maybe some kind of wheat field again, because yeah, I love wheat field, as you can see. As you can see, we did a lot in this episode. We did build an Ironfarm. We did build a little bee farm, or a bee wax farm, I should say. And then we have this humongous field and the tavern / inn. Yeah, I really like this new building we got here. And in the next episode, I think we have to finally get ourselves an elytra and some netherite and all the good stuff, so that we don't run on fumes all the time, because my tools are kind of low right now, and I really would like an enderman farm so that I can fix up my tools really quick. And then yeah, of course, I made myself a little inner chest, as you can see. We have also one back at the back at the starter house. All in all, a pretty productive episode, if I do say so myself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!